It is Friday. You know what that means? That means I maybe should actually turn on my light. That means my hair's up in a bun. I look like crap. And I'm on the second glass of my bubbly. Oh, look at that. We actually can see something. Oh my God, look at this hair. Yep, this is Friday evening for you. I swear, ClickUp, I get why you are running out the updates and the releases on a Friday. Everybody should be out partying and having fun and not worrying about the update. But people like me, we're actually trying to wind down on a Friday evening and not necessarily go live. The things I do for you, ClickUp. Shout out to Wes because Erica, who is usually writing our release notes, is on vacation, as I've been told. So Wes got us the release notes just in time for me going live. And it's out. Cheers, everybody. And by the way, my bottle is running low. So if anybody wants to sponsor me, I need new bubbly. Just say it. Okay. All joking aside, we are having a big release today. This is going to be fun. Having said that, let's make me a little bit smaller and the release notes a little bit bigger. Automations on every level, guys. We've been waiting for this. We now have automations not just on the list level. No, automations are now at the folder and space level. Yes. Okay. Time to save more money and remove manual work on a larger scale by adding automations at the folder and space level. Previously, automations were tied to list, requiring manual efforts for teams wanting to use the same automations across multiple locations. Now the headache is gone, and we are able to do so with much more, with far fewer clicks. Yeah. Again, as I said, we are already on glass number 2 for today. As everything, you can do, there it is, right there, automations beta. So we now have it on folder level. You already know the view, how they look like. And by the way, somebody drop a comment, please, to make sure StreamYard is catching up. We had some comment issues last time and I didn't see anything. So somebody, can you just drop a comment for me? Thank you. You've seen these, so looks the same. You got your usage in there. How do I only have 4 usage? Oh yeah, because we slowed down with the bugs in automations as of late. Same thing. Let's pull this out completely. Same thing now on the list level. We already have that. Space level. Let's look at it. There it is. Automations beta. Look. Cool. Whoever just commented on Facebook that you are here, anybody that's watching from Facebook, there is a little link in the description. You need to click that link, please, so I actually can see who you are, because if not, you're just a Facebook user. Yeah, Facebook API, they are doing that. So having said that, automations are now available on space level and folder level, not just list level. Actually, I want to dig into this. So if we have this on space level, does that mean we can do, let's do a custom automation. When status changes, we don't have when list changes yet, do we? Would that actually be, no, actually we would have that in the then action. So then action, change to list, move to list. Did we have move to list before? We had move to list before, didn't we? One of the automations I've been thinking about but hadn't tested before. When custom field, Patricia, hey girl, yes, I can see your name now. So when custom field changes to not the brain power one, but actually my stage one. Oh, yes. Yes, this actually finally changes this. Sorry, this is how I get custom field changes to edit Then change assignee to just it. Oh, because they just have list access. Okay, let's do then. Okay, I need to give them different access. So this is where your account limitations come in again. So let's do when it changes to blog, because my YouTube peeps, they are only in here as a guest at a list level. So they are only at the YouTube list level. But for example, blog, I will make sense here in a second, I promise you. Okay, awesome. So this is possible now, where I've been playing around here with this idea. So my YouTube guys right here are in here as a guest, but only at the list level of YouTube, which means if I put the automation on the folder level, they're not in here. So we need to do, yes, they are in here. Okay. They are on folder level. Okay, I might have just found a bug already. They are on folder level in here, which means I should be able to put the automation to assign to them the moment this changes to edit. Why can I not do this? There is no limitation between assignee, between guest and full member. And I can't spell. Custom field changes to, no, not that one. The stage custom field changes to edit. That's the stage they are doing. There they are. What? Okay, am I just drunk? I've done this, just whatever, maybe whatever. There we go. Okay, so this is possible now. Sweet. Done. I don't have to deal with this anymore, because if you guys have seen this before and I have cleaned this up a little bit different, you can get the same space, my marketing space, with a bigger layout where we have these as subfolders, and then you have upcoming, current, and backlog underneath. But I made it simpler for us because we don't have that much content running through this. So what happens here is this is work that goes from me recording to video, to my YouTube guys editing it, to then my VA doing the blog. There's a couple other things, and then moving into social media. So the thing that I always wanted to make happen is when I change the stage, so we have a status. We have a status of to do, in process, or completed. Those are our standard statuses. If you are not following why I approach it like that, I do have a video on that. And then I have the stages, meaning the stages of the workflow that this task goes through, from record to edit to blog to social media. And I always wanted to not having to deal with assigning the main task. Now I can automate that. Sweet. Thanks, ClickUp. But that also means you should go business account to have the 10,000 automations in general. I always recommend going with the business account. I don't know why ClickUp named the unlimited account unlimited, because it's not unlimited. Well, Patricia, sorry, Friday night. Cheers. A little bit more bubbly to get my brains back. Let me see if I really fast can find you the exact video that I'm talking about. Gotta love, yeah. Patricia, I'll send you the link. I will not forget, I promise. I'll send you the link in the ClickUp in Real Life group. It's one of the last 3 videos that I published. It's really close. I just don't want to have anybody to stick around while I'm clicking all over the place. We then have date and time support in formula fields. So now we don't just have numbers, we actually have date and time too, which will help you do a couple more things. This is actually something that might make one of my agency clients' life easier, because now formula fields also support calculation using the following date and time fields: start date, due date, date start, date updated, date closed, time tracked in hours, time estimated in hours, and date custom field. Patricia, I'm pretty sure Anne will deep dive deeper into this specific one on her Monday deep dive in ClickUp in real life. Our dashboard queen is going to have some fun with this one, because if I am seeing this right, we now can do some hourly reporting calculation and all kinds of fanciness with this, meaning time reporting, meaning how long did it take us to get this job done or to convert this client, and those kind of things. So I'm really excited about this one. Calculate the age of a task. How long has this been in process, and are we behind on time or are we on average? Calculating cost of estimate. There we go. That was a big request from a lot of people too that I have seen, where we can use the rate field as well as the estimated hour field to calculate our estimate. You don't have to go there and add everything up yourself. To access perfect. So to access these, you need to switch to advanced mode and start building your team's formula with dynamic dates. Maybe I should do some tongue exercises to speak better. Well, usability improvements. So again, for everybody, I saw a couple new people coming in. Automations is now available on folder and space level. This girl is going to be celebrating over here because this is huge. Oh, wait, that in combination with being able to save automations in templates, we had that feature, right? Am I just being drunk right now? Anybody that's up to date on features? We were able to save our automations with the templates, right? That means I can update my social media template for you guys with the automation in it. Ooh, this takes complete new levels right here, right now. And we're going to have to deep dive onto this on Monday in ClickUp in real life and testing this. If this works how I think it will, that means we can set up the full space for social media content creation with the automation, with the moving task, with the automated assignment for assignees. Oh yeah, this girl is having a nutgasm over here right now. Sorry, I'm off my rant. Let's move on. Group by status type option to not started. So to keep statuses organized, now we are using not started task statuses, which by the way needs to be turned on. If you are not seeing not started tasks statuses, that is right down here in your ClickUps, which by the way, I pretty much turned them all on. There's your automation to turn on. Dashboards, task IDs, lineup. Am I blind? It's in here somewhere. There it is. Not started status group. You need to turn this on. If you don't see it, you gotta head over there and do that. We now can automatically organize statuses into groups in the dropdown to easier locate by status type. Yep. Just said that. We find breadcrumbs in notification. We find breadcrumbs in notifications. Okay, so let me think here for a second. Do I need more bubbly or less bubbly for this? To keep statuses organized, now we're using another. Will automatically organize statuses in groups in the dropdown so you easily. Okay, my brain is really slow today. It's been all day. It has nothing to do with the bubbly, but group by status. And I don't have any of those statuses right now. There's some work for Anne on Monday in the ClickUp in real life group. Let's just reload that. We find breadcrumbs notification. I swear my mouse is doing everything today. It's like my mouse is drunk rather than me. We've optimized the notification breadcrumb design for tasks in multiple lists, so it's easy to identify all the places the task lives in. I don't do multiple spaces for one task, so I can't even show you that right now. Okay, enterprise. Where are my enterprise users out there? We now have custom permissions for Git. Turn on or off the ability for, I'm pretty sure that's certain user roles, to access Git features and tasks on the custom permission page. Let's see. By the way, while that is loading, shout out to my gal at ClickUp who's been keeping me updated so that we don't have to wait too long for this live video. Oh, that page. Okay. Got it. So you now have on your permission page what type of user can use what. You now can turn on and off the custom permission for Git. Cool. Recurring tasks are now showing in workload and timeline. The only problem is recurring tasks in the future only show with the new recurring task. I'm pretty sure that hasn't changed because, yeah, we already have those things, guys. Because the legacy recurring tasks is not workload and timeline, is not showing future recurring tasks. And then we have a problem again because I only 99% of the time use the recurring, the legacy recurring tasks. So sorry guys, can't show you that right now. API support for custom task IDs. Ooh, nice. So the API now covers those custom task IDs too. Which, by the way, custom tasks, I think are only on folder level, right? I would like to have those on list level. Oh no, they're on space level. I would like to have those on folder level. So ClickUp, I know you are watching. Can we get those custom task IDs on folder level too, not just on space level? Yes, seat count visibility, yes. On the people settings page. So now for everybody, I know we are always counting. We never know what's happening. If you go into the people section down here, we now can see how many guests you are using and how many guests you have available. And I'm switching off because there's some names in there I shouldn't be showing you. Sorry, clients. Okay, bug fixes. Last but not least. There were apparently some issues with creating sprint folders. Issues on filtering by the status custom field for dashboard widgets. Cool. It was generating extra lines in the description. We had some CSV issues. We had some status is automation issues. Remapping and rescheduling dependencies. Yes, there were some issues. Not able to export tables on Markdown. Priority issues inside of Gantt view. Unable to override hidden folder statuses. Renaming tags wasn't updated the tag name to the automation. Oh, so when you rename tags, it didn't update in the automation fields. Automations weren't triggering based off of custom field. In rare occasion, team mentions weren't showing up in notification. Table view had formula custom field rounding issues. Shit happens. Where is Zapier issue with list and folder downloads? Yeah, we constantly have Zapier issues. Another issue that is happening right now, I don't know if this fixes it or not. Our templates, when being pulled in, subtasks and main tasks in multiple task workflows has been screwing up. Yes, we are back to the point where the damn subtasks just dance around how they please and not how we set them up. ClickUp is aware of that. They are working on it if this update has not fixed it. So Mario is asking, when you get new clients and you are out of guests, do you buy more seats to increase guest access? Correct. Your guest access is straight up related on how many paid seats you have, how many member seats you have. On the business, you are getting 10 guests. Don't quote me on this. I think to remember right. It's on the pricing page. Per one full member, you are getting 10 guest seats, and then 10 after that. It's on the pricing page, but yes, pretty much. If you're running out of guest seats, you need to buy more full member seats, and you get more guest seats. Native mobile app in development. They're working right now on the task view, on the home view, and on the explore tab. Existing apps. New. Wait, is that all mobile bug fixes? Hold, I'm confused with those headers. Okay, following the header, this is a main header, this is a subheader. Okay, so they're developing the task home view, the task view in the explore tab. Existing apps, they are working. They already have worked on the mind maps, the threaded comments, the teams, the milestones, the Gantt version 2, notification 2, and sprint point in ClickUp. Okay. Oh, yes, I am definitely slow today. Got it. Those is what's in the development for the native app, for the new one. For the existing app, they have worked on that one. And now we have mobile fixes for the existing mobile app. Got it. The attachment download issue is fixed. That just was talked about in the Facebook group. Occasionally unable to remove start due dates from task. Sometimes notification wouldn't swipe away. Keyboard on iOS was covering parts of the comment section. Guys, you should just go Android. Just saying. Add to inbox button wasn't working when sharing a website. Unable to load notification, Ionic. Issues with uploading various file types. I'll get, just so the YouTube comment, I'll get to you in just a second. Issues with uploading file types. Custom fields on task weren't always coming through. Tags weren't populating. We had tags issue in general. Cursor appearing outside of the task description section. Tapping on checklist item was open the keyboard instead of marking it. Unable to scroll and see what's being typed when adding subtask or checklist. Forgot password link was not working properly. Now that's a big one, guys. Redirects were opening task in browser instead of app. Users needed to restart the app in order to show updated information. Yeah, that happens. Errors appearing in the view, and then added the bug from link back to the mobile app. Cool. Don't even worry about spelling my name wrong. You are not the first one, and I am in my second glass of bubbly, which is why I'm not going to try to clamamic. If I said it wrong, we're even. Hey, we've been looking for ways to integrate automations on my ClickUp workflow and would like to know, is there a way to make it so that the priority of the task changes depending on the number of days between the current day? We have new automation, so let's look at that. Haven't had that case yet. Okay, let me think about that. Back. We need to go in the list view. So we are trying. Okay, let's just use that. Automations. We're adding a new automation. So we are trying to do, depending on the number of days, probably not. So what you could do, you could base it on the due date. So the number of days between the current date and the due date. Yeah, so you're trying to warn. Let me think here for a second. There might be a workaround for that. Yeah, I totally get what you are saying. You are trying to set it to a medium priority when we're like 5 days before the due date. Get it. Now I'm trying to think about a workaround because we can't make it based on due date. When the due date arrives, yeah, but that's the due date. We want to have a trigger that is before that. Yeah. Now, I don't think at this point, and I would need to play around with if we can base it onto moving it through lists. So if you saw one of my videos about actually this space, my marketing space, I used to have my platforms as a folder, YouTube, social media, my live show, and then I had upcoming, due, and backlog. But again, that's all built on due dates. There's a feature request for you right in there. If we could get an automation that says 5 days before due date or 6 days before due date or whatsoever, I don't think there is any way right now that we can build an automation based on a specific time before the due date arrives. If you can find a way to trigger it for a status change or for a custom field, but again, it's based on 5 days before due date, and that was my dog, and again, my dog. Yeah, no. We would need a calculation in here. Hold on, if status changes, can we do add a condition? No, because that just pulls in the statuses. Yep, you just found I think a really good feature request. So reach out, as you might know, right down here. No, not that one. The question mark. Go away. There we go. The question mark. Request feature right there. Submit it over a time-based. And then considering we are through the release forms, Patricia, if you are still online, let me find you that video, how and why we are making a distinction between statuses and stages. There is a reason for this, because when you deep dive into reporting, you don't want to have 1,000 different statuses. Statuses should really be just precise. This one right there, 5 reasons why ClickUp doesn't work for you. That is the video, Patricia, that you were asking for. Long story short, because you stayed this long, and you better be subscribed to my YouTube channel if you stayed this long. When you are going and building out statuses, keep your statuses really, 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 really simple. You only want to have action statuses: to do, in progress, There might be a need for internal review or proof and external review or proof, as well as completed. The internal review or proof could potentially be a done status too. Now I'm going to show you why. And my account is the best example because it's a freaking mess, because I'm testing everything for you. Actually, in marketing, it's not bad. This is how yours should look like. You see, simple processes, no long list. It's right there. I can tell on a blink what exactly is happening in here. Now, if you go to everything, because my own account is also a sandbox account for you guys, and I still haven't gotten to actually clean it up, this is what's going to happen. Look at all of this. This is a mess. Trying to figure out what the heck is happening in my company with all of those statuses, forget about it. Your custom fields can act as a stage, just as much as a lot of people are using them as a status. Do not build your ClickUp out like Trello. There is a reason why people leaving Trello in the masses, because it doesn't work. Now, if you look in here, and yes, you know, if you've been around, you know I hate Trello with a freaking passion. If you look in here, you will see we have the stages right here. This is what the task goes through. It could be client onboarding, web development, dev phase, what the hell ever. In this specific case, for my content, it's record the video, edit the video, publish it to YouTube, publish it to the blog. That's my live show. Schedule it on social media. That's for my email newsletter and general PR. This is stages a task could go through. On the list level, not list level, if you look into the board, all you will see is there's a to-do, there is an in process, there is a proof status, because when my VA sends stuff back, I need to prove it, and complete. That's it. Done. And that will allow you to easily be able to pull reports and see what the heck is actually happening on your ClickUp. And yes, I went on a rant on that video too. And Mario, I'm happy you are working on cleaning it up. As you see, I'm still working on my own cleanup too. And there you go. You didn't just even get an update here today. You also got a short lesson with my lovely hair. Look at this. Woohoo! It's Friday. You only get to see me like this on a Friday. Cheers, everybody. I am going to be celebrating that automations is now available on space and folder level, and I get to nerd out this weekend. And I'll see you again on Tuesday. What did I actually talk about on the Tuesday video? I don't even know. It's Friday. My brain is off. Thanks, guys. Again, if you are still watching here and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, what are you doing? Head over there. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again next week.